This was locker room talk. I'm not proud of it. I apologize to my family. I apologize to the American people.
We've seen him rate women on their appearance, ranking them from 1 to 10. We've seen him embarrass women on TV and on Twitter.
Debate number 2 is in the books, and tonight, no handshake off the open of the debate, and Donald Trump on the defensive after an audio tape is leaked over the weekend. Wrenches definitely were thrown in the way of words tonight. The presidential candidates duked it out in a town hall style debate. You just watched it here right on KMTV. Good evening. I'm Lindsay Thies. The presidential candidates exchanged explosive insults in their second debate. Reporter Wei Zhang is in St. Louis. She kicks off our campaign 2016 coverage.
Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump did not shake hands at the start of their second presidential debate. The frosty tone continued as the two answered questions about the video released Friday, in which Trump was heard using vulgar language about women.
Yes, I'm very embarrassed by it. I hate it, but it's locker room talk.
I think it's clear to anyone who heard it that it represents exactly who he is.
Trump then brought up sexual misconduct allegations made against Clinton's husband, former President Bill Clinton.
He was impeached. He lost his license to practice law. He had to pay an $850,000 fine to one of the women, Paula Jones, who's also here tonight.
I am reminded of what my friend Michelle Obama advised us all. When they go low, you go high.
Trump also attacked Clinton on her deleted emails.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Anything to avoid talking about your campaign and the way it's exploding.
While the candidates started off attacking each other, the audience asked questions about more substantive issues, including health care and Muslim-American relations. Clinton went after Trump on his taxes.
People like Donald who paid zero in taxes, zero for our vets, zero for our military, zero for health and education. That is wrong.
Did you use that $916 million loss to avoid paying personal federal income taxes?
Of course I do. Of course I do. And so do all of her donors, or most of her donors.
Clinton and Trump have one last matchup next week. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, St. Louis.
And here in Omaha, voters glued themselves to the TV at home and at watching parties. We wanted to know what they thought of tonight's back and forth. Our campaign coverage continues with reporter Miranda Christian. She's live at the Fox and Hound. Miranda.
Yeah, there were definitely a few watch parties this evening. Earlier, I stopped at a Hillary Clinton one, and right now I was at a Donald Trump one the rest of the evening. Now, with only a month away from this election, there's been some talk about what will happen with this second congressional district vote this year. Now, the Hillary supporters I was talking to are hoping that this year that vote will go the Democratic way.
Omaha has an incredibly pivotal role. When a Democrat has won this district, it's only been by 3,000, 5,000 votes. And so we feel by turning out the gay and transgender community, we can be that number and win this for Hillary. So we're really excited to be here.
It may very well be, because we do have one vote possibility. I mean, I don't think the rest of the state's going to go for Clinton, but I possibly, yes.
Now, the Hillary Clinton party had a packed house at Barrett's Barleycorn Pub. The group said they were ready to hear what Donald Trump would have to say about the video that was released just 48 hours ago. But at the Trump Watch party, there were supporters who weren't worried about that video and are standing behind their candidate. They said they also realize the important role Omaha will have in this election, but they're not worried about it.
As far as second district goes, I think a lot of people would like to think that maybe this could be a one electoral vote for Hillary. I think that this is not going to be, this is kind of a purple area, but there's a lot of Bernie supporters that are just going to stay home. And really, after you see tonight with Hillary and her back pocket of everybody else, you know, all the power brokers, that kind of thing, and super delegates and all of that, she's really not their candidate. And really, they're going to stay home.
Both parties agreed that tonight's debate could have been a pivotal point in this election with all the issues that were addressed for both candidates. Of course, each side thinks that their candidate won this time around. Now, both groups said they have a couple more weeks to recruit those undecided voters and get them to go out and vote November 8th. But of course, they will have one more debate coming up on the 19th to make their decision. Reporting live, I'm Miranda Christian, KMTV Action 3 News.
Bellevue parents Michelle and Scott Root were out this weekend rallying for Trump. Michelle was in the audience at tonight's debate. She was a guest of the Trump campaign. Now, the Roots have been very vocal. They've been supporting Trump's stance on immigration reform. Police say an undocumented immigrant was driving drunk and killed their daughter, Sarah Root, in a car crash earlier this year.
I just want to see Hillary and make her understand at what I've lost and what thousands of other parents have lost as well to illegal aliens.
No direct mention of Sarah Root during the debate tonight. When we spoke to Sarah Root's mother, Michelle, yesterday, she said that she had heard about Trump's lewd comments that surfaced this weekend. She told KMTV, "We've all said stupid things." Donald Trump's running mate, Indiana Governor Mike Pence, is coming to Omaha this week. He'll be in the Metro Tuesday for a 7 p.m. rally. This video you're seeing is from the last time Pence was here. He made a stop in Council Bluffs. No details yet where the rally will take place. And Bill Clinton is headed to the Midwest as well to campaign. He will be in Iowa on Wednesday and Thursday, promoting early voting for his wife, Hillary Clinton. His bus tour will stop in 4 different cities, the closest one to us, Waterloo, Iowa.
Thank you. Now, your Weather Alert first forecast.
It was arguably a perfect autumn day to cross the Metro today with temperatures in the 70s and a pretty nice night as well. Currently, we go down to street level. Field Club sitting at 60 degrees. We check out the neighborhoods. 61 at Carter Lake, Swanson, 60 degrees. Lakeshore 61, 63 in Bennington, and Elkhorn Mission Park sitting at 61 degrees as well. Well, when you're up and at 'em for that morning coffee tomorrow, temperatures will pretty much be in the mid-50s. It will be clouding up overnight tonight. Could be seeing some showers tomorrow as well. We'll keep Threat Tracker in the green category. I don't think it's going to be too widespread. We'll have more on that upcoming in just a little bit.
Well, thanks, John. An ocean of pink as far as the eye could see this morning. Thousands laced up their shoes for the annual Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. KMTV is a proud sponsor of the event. Our Jennifer Griswold, Craig Negrelli, and Mary Nelson were all out in their pink. They emceed the event. Reporter Jessica Ritchie has some of the runners' stories.
Friends don't let friends beat breast cancer alone.
It's more than just a t-shirt slogan for Megan Hickey and her friends.
Well, we're going to support her in every way we can the whole journey.
Over 8,000 participants gathered early this morning at Baxter Arena to get their racing bibs, take survivor pictures, and show off their pink bling.
Well, of course I had to wear a tutu.
The 5K run and 1-mile walk took them around Exarban Village and Elmwood Park, while some raced for themselves.
Went through chemo radiation surgery, and just think the breast cancer walk's a great thing to celebrate.
Many were there to show support for a loved one.
My grandma. We're running for Kim Schwartz. She's my cousin. She had breast cancer and she's a survivor.
All were joined in the cause to raise money for breast cancer research, treatment, and screenings.
Support cancer awareness, sure that everybody gets checked.
One of the things Komen wants to do is to get mammogram vans out into the community. So they could be, say, at a church function. They could be at a farmer's market where women go.
For many, the journey is long and hard.
They've got better drugs to counteract those side effects, so it makes it a little more tolerable. But they're still putting the same poisons in you, and there's got to be something different, something that kills the cancer and doesn't harm you.
Some have lost their battle, but today's race reminds these men and women that they aren't alone.
Go Kim!
And there is hope. Jessica Ritchie, KMTV Action 3 News.
What a great event. Well, today's race raised more than $220,000. Most of that money will go to programs right here in Nebraska. Hundreds of Omaha police officers and firefighters gathered today, not to go to work, but to honor their sacrifice. The First Responders Foundation organized an event called Think Blue and Red Too. The Family Appreciation Day was at Freedom Park. It's a way to say thank you for all that they do for the city and the sacrifices they make, especially at a time when tensions are so high in the country.
They're out there protecting us every minute of every day, and they deserve our appreciation, and that's what we're showing here today by not only having the first responders, the police and fire here, but their families, because they're certainly a big part of what the police and fire do.
Families celebrated with live music, riverboat rides, food, and drinks. An Omaha native is among the list of Catholic priests being named cardinal. Archbishop Blaise Cupich of Chicago is among 3 Americans named. Cupich served at 2 area parishes here in Omaha before he was appointed to the Chicago Archdiocese. At the Vatican this morning, Pope Francis promoted 17 Catholic prelates to the rank. Cardinals are the most senior members of the Roman Catholic hierarchy after the Pope. They'll receive their new titles in a ceremony in Rome next month. Well, still ahead on Action 3 News, Hurricane Matthew tears up the southeast this weekend. Residents clean up as the death toll rises. The latest on the killer storm as it moves out to sea.
And in the weather, mid-70s today, but a cold front is going to be packing a punch this week. More on a cooling trend after the break.
The Omaha World Herald and KMTV-3 bring you the first live debate between Congressman Brad Ashford and retired General Don Bacon, live on KMTV-3 and Omaha.com, Tuesday at 6 p.m.
This may look like just a car driving down the road, but the Camry is so much more. It's the product of over $1 million an hour of research and development to enhance its cutting-edge features. We worry about every single detail, so by the time it gets to you, there's nothing left to worry about. Tested, trusted Toyota. Lease a new 2017 Camry for $179 a month, or get $2,000 customer cash on Camry. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Is your home ready for the cold? For over 40 years, Exarban ARS has been Metro Omaha's heating, air conditioning, and plumbing experts. Offering professional, reliable service, Exarban ARS technicians are backed by our exceptional service guarantee, plus fast and friendly service. For limited time, we are offering up to $3,500 in rebates with the purchase and installation of a complete heating and air conditioning system. Call Exarban ARS at 402-331-1233 or visit exarbanars.com. Heating, cooling, plumbing, comfort.
When people depend on you, you can depend on this. And with America's longest lasting pickups, you're always ready to lend a hand, clear the way, and carry the weight with load leveling rear air suspension. So you can get there first and stay till the end. Get the power of lasting performance now during Ram Power Days. Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance on select 2016 Ram 1500 models in dealer stock.
Access Nebraska from the Department of Health and Human Services has made applying for public assistance much simpler. Nebraskans interested in applying for public assistance, like Medicaid and food stamps, can now fill out the application form online.
I filled out my application online rather than having to drive to my local office. Talk about convenience, this is the way to go.
To find out more about how the system works or to apply for assistance, go to accessnebraska.ne.gov.
Action 3 News Mobile Storm Tracker, powered by Jensen Tire and Auto.
The East Coast is cleaning up after Hurricane Matthew's havoc. It's caused unprecedented flooding in North Carolina, and new reports out tonight have the death toll in the U.S. at 18. That's on top of more than 800 people that have died in the Bahamas. CBS News correspondent Don Champion is in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Coast Guard crews are rescuing hundreds of people trapped in their homes as floodwaters rise in North Carolina. There are fears